Have you ever wondered if you could turn this into this? Vodka. That's vodka. That's right, today we're making Brussels sprouts flavored vodka because we're gonna make Brussels sprouts Jello shots. Now that you can make Brussels sprouts shaped Jello shots in any flavor of your choice, I'm choosing Brussels sprouts. So what we gotta do is sear them, boil them, mash them, put them in a stew, and then strain that off into our fermentation vessel because step 1 of this process is making a Brussels sprouts wine. Now I could have made this any old country fruit wine by using table sugar, but instead I'm using honey because I like honey on Brussels sprouts. Flavor combo made in heaven. After a quick stir, we'll get that topped up to the 1 gallon mark. Once everything's cooled down, we'll add our yeast. Here I'm using a high ABV champagne yeast and a little bit of yeast nutrient, and we'll let that ride. This took about 2 days to ferment to 10% alcohol by volume. After our Brussels sprouts wine has fermented completely to dry, we have to run it through this magic machine that separates it into its constituent parts. Big Alcohol hates this one simple trick, and I'm not supposed to show you how it works, but it's essentially as easy as making a pot of coffee. But look at that change. Yes, that right there is Brussels sprouts vodka. And after proofing it, we're at 40% ABV or 80 proof. So now we've got to turn that into Jello shots. We'll prepare our mold and get it snapped together. And then we're using 1 cup of boiling water and a half a cup of Brussels sprouts vodka. And then we're going to go ahead and use the lime Jello that came with the kit because I feel like it'll be a nice complementary flavor. Stir, 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 and then we get it funneled into the Jello mold. This was kind of complicated and I don't really love the little funnels on here, but I made it work. 4 hours later, our Brussels sprouts flavored Jello shots are set and they come out of the mold, easy peasy. Now it's time for a taste test.
Don't like that.
Smell them.
I don't like that either. They smell like zesty Brussels sprouts. I don't like how they look.
They definitely have a kind of a testicular.
I wasn't even thinking that. They just like look like weird little balls.
They don't really look like Brussels sprouts.
Okay, are we tasting?
It's like the flavor of lime with the smell of burnt vegetables.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's because it's lime forward, and then it's like the aftertaste is like a very buttery Brussels sprout flavor. But there's other less gross, easier ways to get drunk.